Hello, hello. It is Elden Ring time yet again, and my hands are very cold, so we'll see if that impedes my ability to manipulate a controller. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh, that's right. I was expecting to spawn in the DLC, but it is not the case. Because I was here last. I feel like there was still something that I was about to do before I ended the last stream, because I ran out of time, but I don't recall what that thing was. I know I've got the golden parry. Which is just like a better parry. But I thought there was something else I was supposed to, or I was planning to do in the Lands Between. And I don't remember, so I think I will just go back to the Lands of Shadow. Pick a boss to try and kill. Which boss is a good one to start on? When they're all so annoying. I could start with this death bird. Deathrite bird. Oh, I've got 100,000 souls, actually. I don't want to lose them. Wait a minute then. Got 100,000 souls and not very... Souls? Got 100,000 runes and not very many rune items. How are the beasties here? Where are the beasties here? Hello? Any beasties? Beastie monsters? No? Anyone? They all gone home? Run away because they saw me coming and I'm terrifying? Hello, Guardian Gaming. Well, prepare to suffer indeed. This Deathrite bird is horrible because you have to kill the birds every time if you want a fair fight. Why am I missing so many arrows? Please. You drop. You drop only one. That's not worth the number of arrows. I need to go somewhere that drops more runes. Because otherwise I'm going to lose everything. Get a lot of runes in the Cathedral of Manus Meta, or around it, rather. I think I need like 250,000 though. I don't want to start stream farming, but I don't want to lose 100,000. God, yeah. Right, let me use the items. That'll put me closer. Where in God's name? There. No. How does this work? There. Haha. Is the... whatever they're called, what are they, like puppet things? These things drop a lot of runes for how easy they are to kill. Like a lot. Ouchie. 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 Hello. Hello, the two of you. Are you on your way? 1,500 for each one of these is probably the best deal I can think of in terms of trying to kill lots of enemies. I mean, there is obviously, there's the one place. Wolves are quite good as well for runes. In fact, the wolves are actually better, I think. Or at least the big ones are. Ow. There is the one place, Morgwyn, where you can farm the bird, but that's more boring than doing actual combat. Oh, that's a problem. The problem with these is that if you don't manage to one-shot them, then that happens. Ow. What is that? 70,000 runes in like... Ah, that's a problem. $70,000 runes in like 4 minutes? Less? Ah! They're bullying me. I think there are more wolves around the back. I think the wolves are better. Because there are more of them and they give about the same amount. Hello, fellas. Sorry about this. I do find it odd that the game gives you a full flask refill for a group of 3 wolves at this stage. It doesn't feel like enough of a danger to be worth a flask refill. Ow. What am I? Almost there? Oh, you survive a backstab. That's unusual. I've got to be about 20,000 away, just over. Ah, you're being cruel by not dying in one hit. Is that enough? Come on. It's not enough. This is why I don't like going back and fighting bosses that I left for a long time. Because I always feel like I have to farm some runes in order to not lose the runes that they dropped. And then it's always more for ones that I've left for ages because they don't drop that many. 90 vigor would be nice. 90 vigor would be nice, but that's like 30 more than I have. 90 in anything would be nice. It's quite appreciable that I can just walk past that cliff and get 27 free runes. It doesn't really make a difference to my count, but it's nice that they're for free. Have I run out of enemies? No, they're here. Oh, come on, I'm so nearly there. This is a good assessment for this area, though. What is that, like 120,000 runes-ish? From one sweep? That's gotta be enough, come on. I'm like 200 short. Of course I am. Are you... You're not in combat. Message was appraised. You'll love to hear it. I don't know how I didn't count as in combat with that last one. I don't know why I went to this site of grace. I might as well get dexterity to 80. A little bit more damage. Just feels satisfying. Now go down here. This one is annoying because of the birds. I mean, it is a bird because of the other birds. What do I have on my weapon right now? Bloody. Okay, good. Just... I feel like the Deathrite bird might take holy damage. I'm going to change it just to see. That just feels kind of right. How much less is it overall? Oh, it's actually more total. That's interesting. But it doesn't do the bleed build up. Because I don't think the Deathrite bird really... I don't think I really procced bleed on it. I hate the arrows. There we go. For some reason, having the high ground in this game is actually a negative if you're using arrows. Come on. There we go. Oh, I should also not be wearing this. I don't know what type of damage it does, so I'll just put this one on. Now here's the awkward part. I've got to get these two birds. Oh, there's three. I've got to get these three birds. And I've hit a stone statue. Oh my god, I'm terrible. I'm bad at the game. For God's sake, where's my bow? Thank you. Thank you very much. Right, if you could come around the corner for me, that'd be good. Please. This is why I don't like this Deathrite bird, because you got to do this every time if you want a fair fight. I'm begging you. I'm gonna get hit by that. Great. Love to start off down some health. Come on. Oh, come on. Okay, that's got a maximum distance. That's not very much. You're stuck on a grave? That's incredible. What the hell? Really? You just there now? Please, thank you. Please come closer, because I need these arrows. Yeah. Right in the head, that's what you deserve. There we go. This one's harder, I think, because it's the furthest away. Classic. Aim for the body, please. It's the largest target. I think I'm too far away. I don't want to spawn the Deathrite bird. You're also stuck on something? I wasted an arrow. Right. I am now ready to have one attempt at the Deathrite Bird. It takes so long. It's unbelievable. Ow. Ow. The fucking fire lasts so long on the ground. It's really annoying. Like, the fire is my least favorite part of the fight, probably, to be honest. Like, I don't know what happened there, to be honest. God, I hate the fire. I hate it. I'm dead. It's so annoying. I don't know what that is. But I can't move half the time. And then it does this. I'm dead now. I don't understand this fight. This is the worst Deathrite Bird in the game. And I realize there's an attack that's also fucking... The scream attack is building blight. I don't understand how to fight it. I just don't. It's so annoying. Because not only is the moveset bullshit, you have to kill all of these every time you want to fight it. Or you just are fighting it and like a million minions that also do an insane amount of damage. The death birds in general are a bit awkward, but they're not. The other ones are fine. It's just this one is dog shit for no reason. Like, I genuinely haven't struggled with any Deathrite Bird except for this one. The moveset for them isn't awkward. This one has extra attacks that most of them don't have. And that's what's awkward. The moveset for most Deathrite Birds is absolutely fine. Oh, you didn't get stuck in your grave this time. Well done. I don't understand why this is going so much faster than it did last time, but I'll take it. Where's your pillar, sir? Where has your statue gone? You were definitely on a pillar before. A pedestal, rather. Did your boss break it? That sounds quite likely. I wasted another arrow. Now, am I going to do this for real, or can I not be fucked, and then am I just going to summon the ash, the spirit ash? That's the real question. Because I feel like it's just kind of shit. I don't know. I'm going to try another normal attempt, but I really feel like this fight is just not good. Because it puts... like... I have to just not use 90% of the arena. Because fire ends up on the fucking floor. Can you kill your fucking pal, please? Like, what am I to do? Because I can't be near it. Move! Attack him! I don't know what you did there, but... I'm dead. Nope, you don't. You do not. And then this one's terrible too. My god, they're so fast! When did they become so fast? I'm moving, please. Top off, health. I have no idea what that attack was. I don't want it to happen again. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing that? I can't... Okay. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die because I can't... Did I go off the edge? I went off the edge. This fight is so bad. This fight is so fucking bad. Like, you have to be constantly moving away from it because it sets the whole arena on fire. But in order to be moving away from it, you go fucking off the edge because the whole arena is an area that is full of places where you can go off the edge. I've been playing for 30 minutes and I already hate this game again. I don't understand how everything that's left is fucking terrible. Like, a large part of me genuinely wants to swap Elden Ring out for just a different game on this channel. That's how I felt about the quality for the past few streams. Come out from behind the pillar, please. Let me just stand behind this pillar because I'm so clever. Complete. Oh, for God's sake. Completely missed with that arrow. What is going on? Hello? Have you heard of physics, game? Why are you turning round instead of jumping? I swear, the mechanic for fast arrows where you like jump and shoot is very broken in this game. I've said it many times, but one of the buttons has higher priority to the others. What the fuck is going on with physics, for a start? First of all, did From Software forget how to code physics? Secondly, I've tried to elaborately describe this many times in the past few streams, but when it comes to the attacking and jumping, if you press, there's a certain like amount by which you have to press the jump button early. If you press the jump button before the attack button, but they're very, very, very close together, even if it is measurably before for the jump button, like measurable by a human that you've pressed it, sometimes the attack still registers before the jump, and then that just totally fucks up the whole rhythm. And I don't know how they've managed to code that. I can't be fucked with this boss, and I'm going to use a Spirit Ash on it. Quite honestly. That's probably going to be a theme as I get towards the end of this DLC, to be honest. I don't like... go away from it. Move away was what I said, but it's fine if you don't want to. That's fine as well. Look how much of the arena is on fire, and look how long it's on fire for. There we go, it's gone. Fuck it, I hate it. And this is why I hate the way this game is designed. Because it's designed in a lot of places. It's not a GG. Don't give me a GG. I don't feel satisfied. It's designed in so many places, this game, to make you use the Spirit Ashes. And then when you use them, it's so trivializing that I just feel like I haven't done anything. Like, I didn't get any enjoyment from that. I hate what I just did. I was... If I reset the save to the last backup, then I'm gonna have to do the farming at the start of this stream again. But I hate that I just did that, and I feel like I'm going to. I would have had it that time if I hadn't fallen off the edge. It's just, the arena is such bullshit. I'm gonna reset it. Like, it would be reasonable if the way it worked was the when you use the spirit ashes, it made it somewhat easier. But it's the fact that when you use the spirit ashes, it is just trivially easy. Like, I didn't have to do anything in that fight. The only thing I had to make sure I did was heal quickly on the one time, basically, that I got, like, a significant hit. I didn't have to do any skill or strategy in terms of actually fighting the boss once I had the Spirit Ash. Which is completely antithetical to the way the rest of the game plays and the way Souls-like games that From Software creates play in general and the way the Souls-like genre works. But the game is designed in such a way that you are intended and encouraged, and in some cases almost even forced, to use the Spirit Ashes. And that's just not good design. Because these games are, and Miyazaki's even stated this in interviews, that his view of the way that these types of game are supposed to work is it's supposed to be coming up with a strategy and perfecting it over many attempts such that you feel a sense of accomplishment once you have overcome the obstacle, but you don't feel any accomplishment when you use the Spirit Ashes because you haven't actually done anything. Because once you activate them, you're essentially guaranteed a victory. I have never died with a Spirit Ash on the field. I've barely even come close. And as a result, all of the bosses where I have used a Spirit Ash, I don't feel like I beat them. I don't feel like I beat Gideon Ofnir. I don't feel like I beat Morg, Lord of Blood. I don't feel like I beat that Deathrite Bird, which is why I just reset it. Well, it's not specifically the Deathrite Bird, although I do feel to some extent that they are expecting you to use the Spirit Ash there, because I don't think they're expecting you to sit there and take 5 minutes to kill every single bird before you do that fight. But if you don't take 5 minutes to kill every single bird, then you have an incredibly unfair fight on your hands, on top of what is already a weird and quite unfair moveset. But anyway, regardless of the specifics of that Deathrite bird, the whole game in general encourages you to use the Spirit Ashes, but only for bosses. You know, if you could use the Spirit Ashes anywhere, then it would be less of a problem. I still wouldn't like it, but at least it would be that the whole game plays that way. Whereas most of the game, you are forced to play the normal From Software style with strategizing how you're going to get through an area and, you know, presumably taking many deaths and carefully going through and learning the enemies of the area. But then when you get to a boss fight specifically, it throws that out the window and it says, hey, you can use Spirit Ashes now, and the way some of the bosses are designed, you almost have to. And that often ends up with either you use Spirit Ashes right away, in which case the boss just feels really easy compared to the level, which is the opposite of what bosses in games are supposed to be. They're supposed to be the challenging end of a level. Or you get frustrated trying to do it without Spirit Ashes because it's designed to be done with Spirit Ashes, and then you finally use Spirit Ashes and it's so much easier than it has been the entire time that you still don't feel accomplished because you feel like you took the easy way out. And I think it's a late game and DLC problem almost exclusively, because throughout the game I feel that they have felt the need to almost one-up themselves with each major boss. Like, there's more going on the screen, they have more attacks, they have more things that they can do, they have more weird mechanics every single time, in order to give the impression of it being bigger and more significant than the previous bosses. And the game is so long and that it just exacerbates the problem, and it only becomes really noticeable with the later stages and with the DLC in particular, because those are the hardest parts. Like, bosses up until sort of Morgott or Fire Giant, they're all manageable without Spirit Ashes. That's not a problem. Which is why I have felt that the later game, you know, the first half of the game I was talking in a stream quite a while ago now about how this was my favourite From Software game. By a fair distance. And, you know, overall it might still be my favourite From Software game. My favourite From Software distance. My favourite From Software game. I will have to determine that when I finish the game. But it is like night and day in some ways. I mean, the level design's still really good in the later areas and in the DLC, but with respect to the bosses specifically, it is like night and day with the early game and the late game. What am I? Oh, it's a bloodstain. Like, the first half of the game, or up until Fire Giant, I suppose, because Fire Giant's a very good boss, I like Fire Giant, is fantastic. And then after that, I've more and more felt like, well, I don't almost have to force myself to start streams, which is why they've been less frequent. Well, one of the reasons they've been less frequent. Particularly in the DLC. I think it's insane that the Game Awards changed their nomination process to allow DLCs to win Game of the Year. Not just for the fact that a DLC should not win Game of the Year because it's not a separate game, that's insane already, but particularly because it's blatantly obvious that they did that so that they could nominate Shadow of the Erdtree, and like, this DLC just isn't Game of the Year. Elden Ring was absolutely Game of the Year overall for the year it came out, 2022 I think it was, but Shadow of the Erdtree isn't Game of the Year. Even if it were its own game, it would not be Game of the Year. I know it's possible to do everything without summoning, but it's self-torture. It's psychological harm. What if Elden Ring wins another Game of the Year and Miyazaki is secretly a reptilian and rules the entire Game of the Year awards judges? I think that's unlikely, but you know, a human who is secretly a reptilian does sound very familiar in the context of Elden Ring. Mesmer is quite snaky, particularly in his second phase. Could be onto something. We have a problem, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, ah. I'm fine. Right, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You really want to get these things in one stagger. Whether that be one hit or one combo. Am I out of soldiers to kill? Oh, I haven't used any of my rune items. Forgot about that. I can just travel straight to this bloody place. Karo's Hidden Grave. It's so beautiful and so bad as an area. Actually, most of it's fine. It does have two of the worst encounters, though, because you also access... No, do you? Am I wrong? I could be completely incorrect by that, actually. No, you do. You also access Lamenter from here, so... It does have two of the absolute worst boss encounters in the game. That was slightly too many runes. Let me double check my list, actually. Did I put Lamenter as the worst of all? Yeah, I did. Makes sense. Yeah. What am I doing? The Deathrite Bird. Because I basically only have bosses left. So I'm doing this Deathrite Bird. How am I doing on arrows? I may go and use these runes to grab some more arrows before I do this. Oh, I've still got 400? Never mind. 7,000 runes is not worth a trip back. I still feel like there's got to be a better... I was going to use Holy, yes, you're right, thank you. I feel like there's got to be a better talisman for dealing with frost than just increasing your robustness a bit. Because increasing your robustness isn't really that helpful. I'll try that one on for size. Problem with this Deathrite Bird is it's also got a grab attack that I think does Death Blight, and I fear that it could be an insta-kill. I've never been got by it, I don't think. Certainly not this stream. Let's put Holy on. I can't tell if the Holy was actually doing more damage, because I don't remember how much damage I was doing last time I fought this boss. Yeah, I assumed Holy was strong against it. That was my presumption, because Death and Sacred, and it just makes sense. Could put on the Prince of Death talisman, but then I would have to take off one of these three beauties. And I don't want to do that for the fight. But I suppose I could. Once again, I pressed the jump first, but because I didn't press the jump first enough, it registers the attack before it registers the jump. Don't you dare. You're alive. I didn't give you permission to still be alive. I actually do more damage overall, shockingly, Black Cavalier, because I had Bleed originally. And Bleed doesn't do any other damage type, and it does less damage than just a standard one. Slightly less raw damage. So actually I'm coming out to more damage total if I do Holy. If it's taking the Holy damage more than it takes the the just normal damage, then I'm definitely coming out to more total. Yeah, I don't think I ever procced bleed on it last time I fought it. I know I only have 8 faith, but... Right. I mean, I'm not going back to the Site of Grace because it'll respawn these, but... Put simply, the damage, the attack power of right armament 1 and left armament 1, which is the same 2 weapons, is greater by about 10 when I have Holy than when I have Bleed. I might do overall more damage with Keen, you could be right. I'll try that if I die to this time. But I didn't have Keen before anyway, I had Bleed. Is there no... What? This dragon isn't there. This bird isn't there. The normal one. There's usually a bird there. Where is he? Has he done a Dark Souls 2? Oh, he's down, he's down. Why is he down? He's on the floor. What are you doing there? Where's your pillar? Why aren't you standing on your pedestal? I hate greases in this game. Like, genuinely, I think greases are one of the worst parts of this game. The nerf they've had compared to Dark Souls, they're so brief and almost unnoticeable, to me at least, in terms of the damage increase. I mean, maybe I'm mathematically wrong, but just from what I've observed, they just haven't really been very good. I'm sure challenge runners still use them, but I have not found them helpful. Can you please... Thank you. Thank you. Can you please... Got him in the pinky toe there. That's not gonna hit me. I'm so far away apparently. Don't want to get any closer. Come on. Oh, you could have hit his wing. There we go. You've never used greases if not... My brain isn't working, so I'm unable to parse the rest of that message, unfortunately. Flask of Wondrous Physic. Let's attempt this. Hello, darling. I missed the head. That's dreadful. This is already starting so bad. I can't see anything. I actually feel that being locked onto the head might be a negative thing. Ah, the fire. The fire moves so fast, and it just homes on you, I feel. Like, God, I hate the fire so much. Easily my least favorite aspect of the fight is the fire. I'm trying to back off. I'm trying to back off. I'm trying to back off! Like, that's why I hate the fire so much. Because, my god. Honey, you doing anything? Let's see what it's doing. Yes! Fucking die! Oh. Actual GG this time, yes. Thank you. Oh. Good lord. I need to double check something, and I can't remember what it was. I just remembered what it was. Okay, never mind. It's fine. I checked it. What did I get? Ghost Flame Coal. Grants armament, the cold affinity, and the following skill. Ghost Flame Coal. Thrust out armament to summon Ghost Flame. Follow up with a normal attack to set the ground ablaze with Ghost Flame, or a strong attack to trigger a massive explosion. I wonder if that'd be good against Ramina. Because the messages... Oops. That's the first time I've ever managed to bump the microphone with my chin because I'm speaking too close to it. Yeah, I think this is the Deathbird poker, the thing that it uses in its poker. But Ramina, the messages outside her arena were like, use Frost. And I tried using Frost and it just changed the texture of her. But I wonder if that Ash of War would actually be good for her. You see, I didn't even have my best talismans on for that, so I think I should get extra runes. Because I forgot to put my Dragon Crest Great Shield talisman back on. Miyazaki, can you get on that? To hack into my game and add some extra runes for me? I need to go and get some... I'll just get them from this hill again. It really is, I think, the best place in the DLC to get runes from this hill. And I only need like 6,000 more, just about, thereabouts. I think one more of these will do it. Yeah, I still find it so funny that Ash of War did nothing. That Ash of War, that proccing cold did nothing. How did you survive that? That's what I really want to know. How are you alive? Well, you aren't anymore. But yeah, I find it so funny that proccing cold just did nothing to Ramina. Because, as I understand it, the way Frostbite's supposed to work is it's supposed to do, like, a percentage of your health, and then you take more damage from each subsequent hit while you're still frostbitten. But she just didn't take any more damage. Now, what shall I improve is the real question. I'm gonna improve... I'm gonna start improving vigor again, because I want health. I like having health. And I'm also gonna change my... this. I'll change it. In fact, I want to try out Ghost Flame Call. So this is the one that has Sword Dance. And I'll change this one back to... change it back to Blood for now, because that's my favorite. But let's try out Ghost Flame Call. Music video when? My description says music narration gameplay. I have a couple of music videos that are on the channel. I have a small doodle that I did in MuseScore, and I have a cover of Mad World by Gary Jules. I don't do music very often. Mainly because the only instrument I'm good at... that did not do what I expected it to. The only quote-unquote instrument that I can actually do reasonably well is singing. These are maybe not the best enemies to use this on, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. It's not bad. Oh, wait, how do I use a strong attack? I forgot how to play the game. That did nothing! What? Oh, I think I ran out of, FP. I need to try that again. Let's go somewhere else, because these things are actually kind of dangerous to be testing on. This place is usually pretty safe. Although I might end up killing them in one hit, is the issue. I'm not sure that I will have time to activate this ability on Romina, unfortunately. Yeah, I noticed FP is a thing that exists in this game. I was aware of that. Hello, gentlemen. This explosion's terrible. It's... why is it so much smaller than its graphical radius? Like, enemies in this game get explosions that are bigger than their graphical radius, and I get one that's smaller? This is rigged. It is quite satisfying, though. My shadow level is possibly low for Romina. I feel like there's nowhere practically that I can get I feel like there isn't much of the map left for there to be shadow tree fragments at, to be quite honest. There can't be very many levels left. Maybe I'm wrong and there's so much more than it looks like. But it looks like I've explored almost everything. I've just remembered one thing I haven't done, so I'm going back to the Ravine North. I have just remembered. I am going to change this because I actually don't feel that this is a very good Ash of War, unfortunately. It's fun, but I don't think it's actually that viable in a high-octane fight. It takes too long to activate, I feel. Am I in the right place? I'm usually in the right place. I'm very good at navigation. I never get lost anywhere. I think I'm in the right place. Oh, I'm in the right place. Hi there. How do you do? Are you the red one? I'm color deficient, so I can't tell. I don't think you're the red one. Do I know Ghost Runner? I don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell. Mushroom. think the red one is just over this ridge. Because I never went close enough. Game you discovered a week ago? I'll have a look at it after the stream if I remember. Where's the big boy? Oh, there's a big boy. Where's the red boy? I swear there was a red, like a big red rune bear. I'm sure of it. What? No, leave me. Leave me alone. I know all rune bears are big, but like an extra big red one. Oh, hi there. There you are. Found it. Yeah, you're definitely a boss. I was very afraid to fight you last time I came here, but since then I have killed my first rune bear, so I thought maybe I could get stomped by you. Oh, you've not got much health. I'm so sorry. Oh, you're... Okay, you, you gotta bleed at some point, I'm sure of it. Oh, okay, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Ow. You tried to grab me. Gotcha. That was fun. I like that one. Oh, that's a lot of runes. I didn't expect to get that many runes because it wasn't very difficult. It'd probably be a lot more difficult if I'd fought it when I first came here. I had a bit of a lower Shadow Tree level. Roar of Rugalia. An incantation of what is jokingly called the Bear Communion, channels the power of Regalia, the Great Red Bear. Transform oneself into a Great Red Bear and emit a mighty roar. Charging increases potency. An incantation that is more akin to the divine invocation of the Horn Scent than it is to the Dragon Communion. Only through desperate battle with the feral wilds can one discover a god unique to oneself. Interesting. Unfortunately, it's an incantation, so I won't be able to use it because I need 14 faith and I have 8. Because I am canonically atheist. I severely doubt the veracity of the transform oneself into a great red bear. I expect it's probably going to be transform oneself into a sort of average red bear. These things usually are not quite as good as you imagine them in your mind. When it has something that sounds so impressive. Now I need to go and farm more runes again because I've got almost a level up again. I'm at that stage of a From Software game where every boss you kill is almost a level up, and it's really annoying. Fortunately, I'm still pretty close. I need like 65,000... 263,000. I was close. I was close. Hello, folks. 500 runes, please. Thank you. Why am I not using Torrent? I'm always doing this, forgetting that Torrent can jump way higher than my tarnished self. Hello, everyone. I'm very sorry about this. But I need the runes. Okay, that was... I jumped slightly too far. Oh god. Could be a problem. Could be a problem. Stop throwing magical grenades. It's bad behavior. I don't like killing the wolves either, Black Cavalier. Unfortunately, they're really good for farming runes. Right, we're done here. Much as the Elden Ring wolves are significantly less dangerous and annoying than the Dark Souls undead wolves, I would prefer that they stuck to undead wolves, because then I wouldn't feel bad about killing them. I think I'd rather have the annoying Dark Souls dogs than a whimpering actual dog. More health. That'll be what I upgrade for now. I don't know, maybe get it to 70. Now, where should I go next? Wonder if I should take another crack at this Ghost Flame Dragon. This is presumably the weakest one, because it's the earliest one you can access. How many are there about the place? Is it 3 or 4? I can only remember where 2 of them are. I remember where 3 of them are. I'm sure there's a 4th one somewhere. Can anyone who knows everywhere I've been tell me? Because there's one here. There's one here. And there is one here. Actually, I think it's further down the hill. I think it's here. Regardless, I'm sure there's a 4th one. Am I making that up? Does anyone know? I do sometimes make things up. I don't see a place for one to be. So I may just be wrong. Okay, I'm going to assume that I'm just wrong. And I'm going to go and see about the one that's over here. I think I've only actually been in a boss fight with a Ghost Flame Dragon once. And it almost one-shot me. So I've just sort of not tried to fight them since, because Ghost Flame is annoying. Don't look at me, I'm not here. Go away. I'll increase robustness, why not? Now, is physical damage negation what I want, or is non-physical damage negation what I want? Because I don't know what type of damage Ghost Flame actually does. Because cold isn't a damage type as far as I'm aware. So I don't know if it's just physical damage that it does, and then it builds frostbite, obviously, or if there is another damage type that is paired with that status effect, typically. Like magic or something. I probably should have put on something other than bleed on my sword, quite frankly. Because I don't think bleed's gonna do much. Hi there, mate. I missed the head. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes, you do that, don't you? This is the issue. Is the ghost flames really dangerous? I thought I dodged. I was wrong. Oh, I dodged through it because I'm so good at the game. I'm less good at the game than I thought I was. Stop locking on. How did I not get hit? Am I just great? Am I just actually cracked? I might just be cracked. I'm not cracked, I'm not cracked, I'm not cracked, I'm not cracked. Oh, I've not seen that one. That's an advanced special. I messed that up. I thought you were gonna... Oh! I was wrong. You're gonna explode! What's that? Okay, it's not technically an explosion, actually. I was wrong. Hi there. Damn it. I missed. I'm good at the game. Fuck you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sometimes getting on turrets is a really bad idea. Oh my god. That's fine. Yes! Gotcha. Do not go off. Do not go off. Okay. Got it. There's a difference, I think. I think Ghost Flame works differently than normal flame in terms of how it spreads. So if it leaps away to do like a big ghost flame spread, you can't just run sideways and slightly towards it the way you can with like a fire breathing dragon. You get hit by the ghost flame and then you get stunned, and getting stunned on torrent is bad news because it's much slower to get out of the stun. A dragon heart and somber ancient dragon smithing stone. Right, the issue, again, is, good lord, that gave me so few runes because it's such an early DLC boss. Hello, fellas. Oh, you know what I could do? I've had an idea. Unfortunately, the game doesn't tell me how many I get. But I could use one of the mausolea to duplicate one of these and use it for runes. I don't know which one would be best. Probably Midra or R'Lana. Or Horalu. Probably Midra, let's be honest. But then it might give me so many that I actually have too many. Because it doesn't tell me how many it gives me. It really frustrates me that it doesn't tell me. Because it tells you for normal rune items, just not for the remembrances. I'm gonna do it. Where's a bloody mausoleum? Isn't there like a mausoleum coffin in this forest or something? Just to the right? I swear there is. Wait, I know where this one. I know where this one. I have it. There's one behind the church, I'm pretty sure. Cathedral, whatever. How can a mausoleum cough? You're hilarious. You're so funny. Now, where is it? I think it's around the back, behind the graveyard. Hello, dog.
Forgive me.
Oh.
I failed you. Failed to birth you whole. I was not ready to be your mother, but I can still stay here. Nice and close. For now, my dear. Sleep soundly.
I'm gonna speak to you in a minute, mate. I've got something else on my mind. Hold on. Let's just put that to the side. Right, duplicate. No, do not duplicate Remembrance of the Grafted. Duplicate Remembrance of the Frenzied Flame. And now I have two. And I think... yeah, that's unusable now. Right. Good sir. What's this? What's going on here?
I will return shortly. Please, allow the two of us a moment alone. I will release...
okay. Fine. I'm gonna go in the front, just in case I get attacked for going in the side. You never know what this game's like. He might come in after me and suddenly be like, you have to die now. For lore reasons. I could have just teleported to the side of Grace, to be fair. I have become stuck on the pews. I always forget that I can just teleport to the side of Grace. I could have used the remembrance before resting. Right, how many do we think this is going to give me? I'm going to say like 150,000? No, not that many. 100,000. 40,000? That's dog shit. 40? What? Why is that even a mechanic that you can still do that if it's so few? Like, Midra is the equivalent of, like... demon princes or something, demon prince or something like that, in terms of like lateness in the DLC and in the game as a whole. The demon prince definitely gives you more than 40,000 for his soul. I'm sure of it. Owie. Oh, I could be in trouble. I'm glad I've never used any of those remembrances for that before, because I've been scammed and also shot in the head, which is more of a problem now I think about it, and shot in the gut, actually. I'm not in the best of health at the moment. This is a dangerous place. Well, that went significantly better than the last time I attacked this tree. There's another one, I can hear it. Thank you. I get so many drops now that I've leveled up Arcane a lot. Stop throwing grenades. The farming here is honestly so fast. I don't like farming, but it's really efficient here. Ow. Look at how quickly I got like 60,000. I can't talk. 60,000 runes or whatever it's been that I've got. Something like that. It's been so fast. Right, the dogs are actually, I think, more dangerous. Could you look the other way so that I can jump you? And when I say jump you, I mean jump you. Ow. It wasn't receptive to being jumped. Like, the fact that you get almost 2,000 runes from something that has like less than 800 health, I think? Or less than 900 health. Or thereabouts. Wow, he did a number on me. Jesus. Yeah, about 900 health. I get so many runes. Oh, well, I was about to say welcome, I'm a Canary too, but at school I don't have any audio. Someone tell Canary that I said welcome. Because they don't have any audio. I could be about to die. Ah! Am I still being attacked? Not being attacked. I will say welcome myself in that case. Is there a third? There is. I think I'm very close to a level. 66,000. That's 9,000 more. For a moment I forgot how to do maths. And then after this one, again there's the question of what do I do next? Do I go and try and do another Ghost Flame Dragon? Or do I go to one of the main bosses like Mesmer or Caius? Don't particularly want to go to Caius. Or Putrescent Knight I also don't want to go to. Interesting, I hit you, but you didn't trigger your special attack. That's unusual. There we go. And that's enough runes for a level. It's so dark in my room right now. More health. Actually, that's only one more. Yeah, more health. And then I think my game will lag. I think I will go to one of the other Ghost Flame Dragons. The problem is, the one up here is sort of in combat itself. I wonder if I could try and pick it off a bit with arrows. Do you know how to make arrows? I anticipate that it wouldn't do much of anything, to be honest, but I'm also going to switch this to Sacred because I feel like that's going to do better, because I didn't proc bleed once as far as I could tell. And they do appear to be sort of undead-ish. Undead-ish. Maybe put my lantern on, to be honest. Like, how are we doing over here? I've got friends. But when I say friends, they're not really friends. Like, if I just ping you from over here, I don't think I even hit you, to be honest. Can I start the fight? There we go. Oh, I'm doing so much damage, it's unbelievable. Oh, you're getting wrecked, folks. I mean, this isn't a terrible strategy, honestly. How's lightning? I didn't really notice any difference. Someone's shooting at me. Could you stop that? Do you mind? I'm not the one you're looking for. The hardest thing about this one is the Black Knights, yeah. Matey, I am not the one you're looking for. You need to stop it. You're gonna get stomped, and I'm gonna find it very funny. I need to be shooting at the body? Really? Honestly, I feel like the arrow thing is a good strategy. It's just that the other Black Knight is a problem. If I get behind, then its arrows should hit the dragon instead. Like, I feel like this is overall actually good. Like, it's not a huge amount of damage, but it is positive. Stop shooting at me! I'm not your enemy! I mean, I am, but only lore-wise. You're actually insane. Dragon, can you come down here and block the arrows? Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Shoot the dragon. Stop! Fucking stop it! You're so annoying. How did that turn out for you? Not very well. It might be coming after me, to be honest. No. You see nothing. Why am I shooting at its head? Head is not a big target. No. Oh, no. No, not me. Someone else. Very much someone else. Yeah, them. This is kind of silly. I will admit, this is oh, I'm at arrows. I think it's interesting how they're enemies, to be honest. I'd like to know the lore reason. No, not me. Definitely not me. I don't recall what I have on my, Wait a minute, there's a little man shooting at me over there. The funny thing is, I'm doing more damage to it than they are. Like, by a long shot as well. I really want to see a bow-only run of this game. That might be one of the first things I watch once I finish a game, to be honest. This is much more fun than what I did last time I attempted this dragon. Well, attempted is a bit of a strong word, to be honest. Last time I was near this dragon, which was... I waited for it to... Come back, please? No, I'm not the one you want. Oh, fuck you. Really, majorly fuck you. Where is the lad? I'm aware I'm wasting most of my arrows, but it's fine. Okay, I'm now... that was a me problem. Gotcha. That was kind of fun. That was kind of fun. Fighting it with them all shooting around. You ran in and fought it and the remaining Black Knights? No, that would not have been easy. Why did you do that? I'm gonna turn my light on. Give me a minute. I did not mean to do a second spin there. And this is the thing, right? It gives me so few runes. Like, that was nothing in terms of runes. Now I gotta go back and farm again if I don't want to risk losing them all the next boss I do. It wouldn't be a problem if I had any areas left, but I really can't think of anywhere I have left to explore. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of places where I've missed something, but the game is so large that there's no point just scouring over every area again thinking, well, where have I missed something? So I don't have anywhere left to actually explore properly. So I have to go and get runes the boring way. Which is this. Oh, you didn't die. What setting have I got my sword on? Because they're not dying in one hit, and it's a problem. What bloody setting have I got my sword on? Sacred still. That would explain it. That would in fact explain it. I should have made sacred arrows before I did that. I don't want to pass time. I want to go in here and change my swords back to normal. Oh, I can't use turn here. I'm still very much cognizant of the fact that I can summon a spirit ash in the main room, whatever that bit's called, where the bishop sits. You're being very cruel to me. There we go. Oh! There we go. I was trying to get down to kill that one, but then he jumped up as I jumped down. Sometimes it really is more productive to just brute force your way through these. What are you locked onto? Hi, fellas. We have a problem. Are the rest of you coming down from that tree? Because I know you're there. Evidently the answer was yes. And again, is the question of which boss I shall do next after this. The Ghost Time Dragons really don't give very many runes, to be honest. My favorite thing is when I do a jumping attack and I just fly over the enemy. It looks hilarious. I love the idea of the Tarnish just being like, oh yeah, this will look incredible. I'm gonna fly up in the air and slam down on my enemy and destroy it in one hit. And what the hell happened there? That was weird. My second swing. I must have been just out of range. Yeah, and then they just fly over, or in some cases don't fly far enough and just don't hit anything. I will say, I'm not a fan of farming in this type of game, or really in any games. And I know you're not really meant to be to ever be at a point where you would be farming. It's just because I've left these bosses for later, but I'm trying to think if there is any area that I'm aware of that I've missed that I could explore instead of farming. And I can't think of anything. Quite enjoy farming the hard enemies in the ruins of Rao. I don't. I don't like the hard enemies in the ruins of Rao. Takes skill to fight them, yeah, but I don't like them. You know, sometimes enemies are hard everywhere. You've just got to be bad enough at the game to let them exhibit their natural hardness. That's all it is. And I've got enough runes. Well, I suppose this has so far been the stream of ghost flame things, so it makes the most sense to go and try and kill the last ghost flame that I can remember where it is. I still don't think it's the last ghost flame that I found, but I don't remember any of the others. It is just down this hill, I think. I see it, in fact. It is just down this hill. I'm not blind. Oh, I should set my weapon to something. I completely forgot. See, if I'd really paid attention to the actual war mechanic when I started the game, I would be in the habit of consistently changing my affinities, and therefore I wouldn't be constantly forgetting to do it. I wonder which would be better to go for, Keen or Sacred, because I still haven't actually, like, I don't know that they take more from Sacred. It makes sense, like logically, that they would take more from Sacred, but I don't know it for certain. What things do I have on? Why do I still have... Oh, that's why I have that on, because it's the frostbite thingy. Right. The problem is I don't know when you're expected to get here, so I have no idea what to expect in terms of stats from this thing. Whether it's supposed to be the most difficult or the middle one out of the three that I've found. And again, I think I've found 4, but... Oh. This one is a bit harder, you'll not say why. Well, I can tell that it's meant to be harder immediately because it's got a summon. Dodged that. I clearly dodged that. Because I am a dodger. And I know I should go for the head, but... You should have gone for the head. I didn't dodge that. That was my fault. If you don't mind. I got C? Really? That's a problem. It's not a problem because I'm so good at the game. Oh, you've got summons. It's maybe a problem. Yeah. I do have to thank you for killing your own summons. That's very considerate of you. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've never been flung that far. Oh my god. What the fuck? What? What the hell happened? Physics. How? Can you lot stay dead, please? Oh, I'm gonna die. What version are you doing? I missed. Got it! Please get out of the... the gesture. You're spoiling my dance. I can't believe you. Why was that only the same amount of runes as the other one? That was harder. As you said. You found the menu? Stop. Gentlemen, please. You have to stop this. This isn't really acceptable behavior. I didn't really have a problem with the minions because he just killed a lot of them. I would have been annoyed if they'd killed me. Yeah, it was that in the middle when I just got carried up on its head, actual physics took hold, and as it moved its head up, it moved me up too, instead of what usually happens. And that was fun. Imagine if I just latched onto it and started riding it, and then I could just tame it, and I have a Ghost Flame Dragon pal. Briefly become Dragonborn. Well, that was fun. Now I have a minuscule amount of runes again. Did I even get anything from that? Oh, I got this. I got the standard, yeah. The standard stuff from the... Honestly, the standard reward from... The Ghost Flame Dragons aren't really worth fighting. I hate to say it, but they're not. Because they don't give you very many runes comparatively. And I suppose if you're doing Dragon Communion stuff, then fine. But at least for my build... They are earlier, but they're really hard earlier. So I still don't think they're worth it. I mean, that was relatively challenging. Even at the level that I'm at currently, I did almost die in that fight. That was fun. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. Right, now that I've got my got all the Ghost Flame Dragons, I can put my talismans back to normal, and I'm going back to change my swords back to normal, because once again I forgot to change the affinities. I'm very good at forgetting. Oops. I don't know why I don't go up. It's quicker if I go up and wrap around. Oops. I just noticed there's an occult affinity. I don't think I know what the occult affinity does in this game. In Dark Souls, occult and divine do extra damage to undead and stop them from coming back to life if they're the resurrecting type. But I don't think my sacred weapon was preventing The only analog I can imagine to that in Elden Ring is if it's prevented you from needing to do the extra hit. But the Sacred Swords did not stop me needing the extra hit. So I don't know what a cult would do in this. Very first one by the Ballarat jail took you ages to beat because you did it pretty much as your second boss, by which time you'd pretty much perfected their moveset. Yeah. That makes sense. How did I only kill one wolf with that jump? They are very good at dodging. As am I. Might I say I am... I take it back. I don't take it back. I'm very skilled. Possibly the most skillful Souls-like player of all time. Could be. You never know. It's possible. You mind? Like, not while I'm in the middle of an attack, please. I've got a problem. Can I parry you? Yes, I can. Honestly, I feel like... So you got the other ones quite quickly, yeah. I feel like with these enemies you could just spam parry and it would probably be a bit of a cheat code. Had to remove a user from chat there. Sorry about that. I want to parry you. Yeah, you can kind of just... It's not very productive, but you can kind of just spam parry in front of them and eventually you'll get one. I think, I could be wrong here, but I think this parry incantation... No, I may be wrong. I was gonna say I think it's actually slightly slower, like, rate of parry than just a standard parry, but now I think I might be wrong. I think it's normal. Yeah, I think it is the same. I was getting the feeling that it was slower, but I think I was wrong. I think it was an incorrect feeling. A false vibe. Ow! Hello there. How do you do? You can't just stab people. I know that's exactly what I was doing, but I can do it. I'm allowed. Can you come down here? No? That was just a polite question. Recommendation, even. This is completely irrelevant to what I'm doing at the moment, but I was just thinking about how if you're a frequent FP user, this is probably one of the best talismans in the game. It depends how slow it is. But it would let you put a lot more of your flasks into health and still have, you know, a way to resupply your FP. I wonder what it is that dies every time I run past that cliff. It's something small. I get 27 runes from it every time. Actually, I think 2 things die. I wonder if it's one of them dragonflies just sliding off the edge of the cliff, because dragonflies in this game, for some reason, do take full damage. How close am I to a level up? I'm still 40,000 runes away, cause the dragon didn't give me anything. At this point it's just quicker to actually go back to the cathedral and respawn them all. I hate farming. But the real question is, what do I do after I've got this level up? Because I've got no more dragons left that I can remember. So I shall have to go to some other boss. Who should it be? Okay, this is maybe a problem. You're firing way too many arrows. Ow. You recommend Gaius, although he's very hard? Isn't it Caius? I swear it was Commander Caius. Is it Commander Gaius? I mean, they're the same name, actually, to be fair. Oh, it's Gaius, you're right, never mind. My apologies, I thought it was more onomatopoeic than that. Can't remember what Gaius means. Pretty sure Julius means bringer of joy or something like that, or joyful. No, Jupiter is bringer of joy. Julius is joyful. Of course Jupiter's bringer of joy, because Gustav Holst. But I can't remember what Gaius means. I've gone more than I needed to on runes. I'm going to try and progressively look it up in among loading screens. Well, that was quick. Why do I not have an internet connection on my phone? Hello? Level up? Vigor again? This is going to annoy me for the entire rest of the stream if I don't look this up now, so humor me a moment. Gaius means. I think I looked it up last time as well. Oh no, Gaius does mean to rejoice. Wait, what does Julius mean then? Are they both to do with joy? That'd be kind of funny. Oh, Julius is uncertain. Okay. Neither to do with joy though. So Gaius is to rejoice. I was right the first time. I really don't want to go to Gaius is the thing. Because I hate him. More accurately, I hate his mount. With a burning passion. I wonder. Probably, definitely not. But it would be funny. But it would be funny. It would be very funny. I'm just wondering if you can sleep his mount. It would be so funny. Probably, like, definitely not, but it would be so funny if you could. I'm gonna try it. If it doesn't work, what's another death? This man's killed me 6,000 times. Right, start off the fight. On torrent. This does not work. I'm dead. Good start. No, I absolutely won't. I don't. Did I ever proc him? My god, these timings are so annoying. I was not in range of that, actually. Like, I don't see how I got hit by that, actually. To be quite honest with you. Like, how did I get hit there? I was in mid-roll. The charge attack is the biggest bullshit in the game, just about. Oh, he does bleed. Hello? Fuck it, whatever. No, who cares? I don't... The fight's incomprehensible to me. It's just completely incomprehensible. Like, I don't feel capable. I don't feel physiologically capable. I've had one attempt and I'm going somewhere else. One single attempt and it's made me want to stop playing the game. I don't have anywhere else to go. Because I hate everything that exists so far. I hate Putrescent Knight. I hate him. I just hate it. And that's not an overuse of the word. That's not an exaggeration. That's not hate is a strong word. I genuinely hate it. Like all of those names that I just mentioned. And this is why I'm not streaming very much at the moment. Because I'm at a point of the game where I don't want to do any of the things that are available for me to do. And that is not a good thing for a game to be like... That doesn't speak well of the game. Or of the DLC, I suppose, because I don't have anything really left in the base game. I mean, obviously there's things I've missed, but again, I don't really have anything actually left that I can think of, except for like one thing that I also don't want to do, which is Melania. Or Millennia, or whichever one's which. And so as a result, I spend, you know, like, probably upwards of 30 minutes total each stream, obviously not consecutive, staring at this map, thinking, wow, I don't want to go anywhere on here. I don't... Well, first of all, I don't have enough smithing stones, so I would have to do more farming to get more runes, to get more weapons leveled up to a point where they're viable. Secondly, it's not the damage that's the problem, it's the fact that I don't like any of the movesets of the bosses. Like, yes, I could have something that does a ridiculous amount more damage and then just brute force my way through it, but I wouldn't be enjoying myself. That's the issue. I wouldn't be enjoying myself. And fundamentally, I'm sitting here thinking like, well, if I'm not enjoying myself, why am I playing the game? Especially since there's never been a weapon in a From Software game that I enjoy fighting with as much as I do the Sellsword Twin Blades or these scimitars slash something analogous like the dancing ones, which are the same moveset, essentially. Even these are not very useful because yeah, they have a high base damage, but it isn't that much more than my actual damage, and I can't imbue them with anything. I can't give them anything. Like, I can give these bleed and sleep and poison and rot and all sorts of things. These are just, it's just physical damage, just pure physical damage. So these aren't really a very good weapon. So yeah, I don't know, because I just spend most of my time standing in front of a boss gate thinking, I don't want to go through this boss gate because I'm immediately going to be annoyed and not having fun. I mean, I've said several times they've even managed to take, you know, my favorite boss of the DLC and over here turn it into one of my least favorite bosses of the whole game, which is something that I wouldn't have thought they would be able to do unless they were trying, to be honest. I could leave this game for a bit and start another game, but I don't know, then it would be nagging me, and then I wouldn't know... I don't know when I would ever come back to it, because... I mean, in the past, whenever I've played games and I haven't finished them, every time I've felt like I want to come back to them, it's always been so much longer, and I've just thought, well, I just want to start over. And I can't do that because then all my first playthrough stats that I've been keeping for ages would be messed up. I'm pretty sure there's a falling star beast boss right here on the map. I've just noticed that. That's what that looks like. So that's interesting. Can't get to it because fucking Gaius is in the way. And I mean, some games that I've started on stream I haven't finished. I mean, Pharaoh, I finished the main campaign, but I never did the Valley of Kings and the Cleopatra stuff, and I've never come back to it. Because I don't tend to. When I take a break from a game, I usually end up just not coming back to it for like years often. And I don't want to do that here because that's going to be really unsatisfying, particularly for, you know, anyone watching the playthrough. It would just be a case of like a playthrough that then suddenly cuts off for how God knows how long. And it might help, but I'm concerned about the possibility that it will just end up going longer and longer without playing this game, and then just sort of the playthrough peters out. Which, I should add, is never a concern I have had with a From Software game before. Like, the closest is Dark Souls 2, where there's one, basically, boss that I haven't done. One or two. But this, there's like, what, 6 bosses or something like that? That I'm just sitting here like, nope, 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 nope. And then there's extra stuff beyond them, whereas the bosses in Dark Souls 2, there's nothing past them. In Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, I've done everything. Title the stream Elden Ring plus the other game and then play a bit of this and then go to the other game. That really fucks up my playlists though. Because I try to have each playthrough have its own playlist. And then I have like what? Sekiro in the Elden Ring playlist. Particularly if I end up spending only like 30 minutes or an hour in Elden Ring. And then the most of the stream in the other game. Then I still have to put that video in the Elden Ring playlist. Because otherwise that playthrough's missing part of the playthrough. I mean, I suppose the problem for that would be getting people to switch over from one to the other. You know, if I've been playing Elden Ring for a while and like there's quite a few people in the stream, and then I say, okay, I'm not feeling Elden Ring anymore, I'm going to switch over to the other game, and it's a new stream, 90% of viewers are not going to click over to the other stream. Especially since I can't have two streams running at once, so there has to be a little bit of downtime in between them. Actually, theoretically, I could have two streams running at once if OBS will allow me to open multiple instances, but that would be a very bad idea for my CPU and graphics card, and also our bandwidth. I think you overestimate how easy it is to, or underestimate how difficult it is to retain viewers. I know people come and go anyway, but like, you know, it hasn't happened in a while, but there have been times when, you know, I've consistently had like 7 viewers or more for a lot of a stream. That would immediately become like 2. It's not that people aren't confused, it's just people who come in during one of the streams would just not bother clicking over. That's just how viewers work, unfortunately. Attention span on the modern internet be like that. Particularly when it comes to clicking a link. If someone has to click a link to go to another location, they're probably not going to do it. Even if it's taking them to the same website. I could try Shadow Tree fucking thingy again, but that you have to beat that like 3 times. Which I'm just sort of not really here for. I mean, there's things I've nearly beaten. I've nearly beaten Mesmer, I've nearly beaten Putrescent Knight, I've nearly beaten Lanceax, but none of them, I don't feel the impulse to fight any of them again. And I do think it's curious. I don't know how you would really, if there's anything objective that can be said about it design-wise. But even the bosses I hated the most in Dark Souls 3, like Frida at first, Wolnir, I never got to a point with them where I felt like I don't ever want to fight these bosses. Like, I always felt, yeah, I can beat this boss. I suppose the only one that was kind of like that was Half-Light. But even that one, I still felt, I want to fight this boss because I know Gale's past it. I never had a case of these bosses are very annoying, and also when I think of the, like, just, like, the prospect of fighting them, I'm just like, no, just don't want to. It's like... This is going to sound weird as an analogy. It's like when you know you have to go to the shops. For people who don't like shopping. This analogy won't work for people who like shopping. It's like when you know you have to go to the shops in order to get something that you want. I'm like, I know if I want to get to this place and this place, I gotta fight Gaius. But I just don't want to. Oh, it's so annoying. Like that. I just don't want to. And then you put it off because you don't want to. Because it's annoying. Yeah, I could introduce a second game and swap them like I did when I had Pharaoh and Dark Souls 3 at the same time. I could do that. Then I'm concerned that I will still have less frequent streams, because then I'm concerned that when it will get to the this stream is scheduled to be Elden Ring, I'll just be like, oh, but I want to play Sekiro more. That happened with Pharaoh and Dark Souls 3. Not so much because I was enjoying both of those games, but when Dark Souls 3 was in some of the particularly good areas, I did sometimes think before Pharaoh, oh, but I want to play Dark Souls 3 more. Yeah, the difficulty becomes a hassle when you're not enjoying it. Exactly. Like, Horalu was a really difficult boss, but my god, he was so fucking fun to fight. Commander Gaius is a really difficult boss, and my god, he is so fucking mind-numbingly, excruciatingly horrendous to fight. And I can't objectively explain why. But he just isn't fun. I mean, I can point to one thing, which is the charge attack. But the rest of his moveset also isn't fun, and I don't know why that is. And it's the same with the Putrescent Knight. Like, its moveset is just not good. And I'm still pissed off at Mesmer. Like, Mesmer is definitely, of all the bosses that I have available to fight, Mesmer is absolutely the one I enjoy the most. I'm just annoyed at him. And there is one attack that I don't like, which is his grab attack, because he can just use the force on you. There was one time where I just teleported into his hand, which is not something that you get all that much in Elden Ring anymore. You used to get that you do get that in the Dark Souls games, but it's not as common in Elden Ring. But unfortunately, there was one quite egregious instance of it in Mesmer. And then there's the other thing as well, is this one, Divine Beast Dancing Lion Basilisk Edition, I keep coming back to, because I keep thinking I'm going to enjoy it this time. Divine Beast Dancing Lion is my favorite boss. It doesn't matter that, not my favorite boss, my favorite DLC boss. It doesn't matter that there are basilisks, but then it does matter that there are basilisks. Yeah, that's the difference. It's whether the learning experience is fun. That is what defines a good From Software boss, in my mind. Is the learning experience fun? That's the most crucial part. And I don't know what traits they can have or not have that determines whether or not it's fun. I can't myself really think of what those traits are, but I can tell you examples of ones that are fun and ones that aren't. Morgott, Horalu, Leonine Misbegotten are fun. They're very fun. Divine Beast Dancing Lion and Rolana were fun, although they didn't take as long for me as those ones. Gale, Nameless King, fun. But then there are other ones that are not fun. Commander Gaius, Putrescent Knight, not fun. I can't explain why. They're just not fun for some reason. You always started to feel like you were too hard on bosses that annoyed you once you started to get the hang of it. I felt that way with some bosses, but with others, not so much. And that's the thing about, like... I mean, you can be frustrated at something and still be having fun. Like Gale, for example. If you go back and watch the 2 streams of when I was fighting Gale, a lot of the fights I was vocally complaining during, but I was still having fun. Like, I was frustrated and having fun at the same time. And that was also happening with Horalu in this one. But then you get certain ones where you're just frustrated and you're not also having fun, and I can't pin down how that differs. Possibly to do with what they've done to ramp up the difficulty? I mean, yeah, but also no. Making the timings very precise or the patterns more regular. It's the irregularity. You know, precise timings isn't a problem. Timings that make sense. Does it adhere to physics or the rules that have already been established in the game? It's the ones where they have like these swings where you get hit and you feel like that isn't the point of the swing, that something would actually take the brunt of the momentum. Like, that's not when you would get hit. It's things like that where it's like, this isn't actually how physics works. This does not adhere to the laws of nature. And particularly with Gaius' charge attack, where like several times I have definitely been behind the boar and still been hit by the charge. And it's just like, okay, physics moment. The frame date's a bit dodgy on some DLC bosses, definitely. A lot more so than the base game. Hitboxes still active when they shouldn't be. That's much less common in Elden Ring, I think, than in previous From Software games, but it does still happen. I think there might be an instance of that in one of Mesmer's attacks, but I haven't fought him in a while. I did complain about that happening, I remember, when fighting Mesmer, but I haven't really analysed it to see if I was actually valid or just looking for a reason to blame my death on. And there's also bosses like Morg and the Deathrite Bird that make half the arena unwalkable, but they're much rarer. But I can't stand that. When it's just like, fire all over the floor, have fun. And I know it is possible to logically work around Morg's fire, like it is consistent, but it doesn't mean I like it. So yeah, exactly like I said, I've just spent basically 30 minutes sitting here staring at a map because I don't want to fight any of the bosses. And then whenever I break and use a Spirit Ash on one of them, I feel like I haven't accomplished anything, and then I feel like I have to go back. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna do maybe 2 attempts on this. This is the wrong side of grace. I'm gonna do maybe 2 attempts on Divine Beast Dancing Lion, and probably call it a day. Need to find a way to bash my head against the hard bosses without getting frustrated. I don't know what that way is. I don't have that way, is the issue. Try and find inventive ways of insulting the bosses. That could be fun, to be honest. Matey, do not shoot me. I said do not shoot. Oh, you shot my horse. I don't know how you did that. But somehow you only shot my horse. Dogs, stop it. Stop it at once. Oh, I still have bleed on this fucking weapon and Divine Beast Dancing Line doesn't bleed. I'm gonna have to kill you again after we're done here. Because I need to go back and change my weapon. But it is always fun killing you. Honestly, you're a good way to farm runes as well. Thinking about it. That golem? 12,000 runes? Not bad. Not bad at all. What would be good against the Divine Beast Dancing Lion? That's the real question. It doesn't have a fire face, so I feel like fire might be good. It does have a lightning face, so lightning's out of the whole thing. I feel like Keen's probably just best. Keen or magic? Probably Keen. How much damage am I looking at raw with that? 1062? Oh! I'm insanely powerful, you wouldn't believe it. If I could get up this rock. You didn't even get knocked down, that's how bad you are. You just died from heal. Achilles moment. Ah! Forgot there was a drop. What do you mean full damage? Fuck you, Miyazaki. You put the drop there. That should be illegal. Hey, you're the one that always wanders around and ends up hitting me while I'm staring down there. If I died, that would really have been illegal. Admittedly, I don't think I've ever come down here with my current thingamajig. Hi there. No. Ow. Okay, get the fuck out of there. Jesus Christ. I may be dead. That goes so far. Holy shit. I'm dead here. How did I not get hit? What? I can't see. It's just... At least the music's great, yeah. Honestly, that's the thing that really keeps me coming back to this fight is... Maybe... It's up there with Godskin Apostles. I was gonna say maybe best soundtrack in the game. Godskin Apostles is so good, but maybe best soundtrack. It's up there. It is up there. Top 2. But the fight is so badly designed. This fight, the original fight's great. You think the problem there was it being night? I don't think that was the problem there. I think the problem there was the basilisks. Did you see how absolutely goated I was in the first phase? I was gaming. And then the basilisks came in and it was just like... Get fucked. I'm gonna go to the toilet very quickly. I will be back in a minute. Right, I'm back. What is the time? The time is 20 to... I can't read a clock. 20 to 6. I may just go until 6, to be honest. Depends how annoyed or not annoyed I get at this. Hi, friend. No. Ah. Damn it. I completely mistimed. Oh my god, I'm what's going on? I'm dead. I don't understand the spinning steam attack. Run? What are you doing? Why am I not moving? What are you locked onto? You're locked onto a cloud of fucking smoke. Like, the basilisks make it effectively impossible to do anything. Oh, for God's sake! Like, when you make a boss, this is my presumption. I'm not technically a game developer, but my assumption would be when you make a boss, you have a strategy in mind for how the player is intended to defeat the boss. What is the strategy for the basilisks? That's not a rhetorical question. What is the strategy for the basilisks? Because you can't kite them. The clouds stack? That's insane. Who decided that? But genuinely, what is the strategy? Because you can't kite them because it's the same. They're the same speed as the boss. And it jumps backwards just as much as it jumps forward, so it cancels out to it's always next to at least one basilisk. No, what's the strategy for dealing with the basilisks? Killing them or not? Is the question. I don't have, you know, the strategy might be don't kill them and there's something else you can do. Or the strategy might be kill them in a certain way. But I can't tell what it is. As far as, I mean... in my brain right now, I don't logically see any way that the fight is not 100% RNG. You left them alone, but you tried to kill one or two when you had the opportunity? I also tried to kill one or two when I had the opportunity, but apparently the clouds stack. So it's still RNG. And I'm pretty sure the basilisks also stack, because I think it summons more every time it enters the Deathblight phase. You definitely only ever want to go for them when there's no smoke around. There is no point at which there is no smoke around. Once you enter the second phase, there is always smoke somewhere on the arena. I'm trying to enter my inventory. Can I not see? Oh, they're here. None of these are actually very good. I wonder if the stamina regen might be better for this fight, or if the boost max stamina. I don't think I have any Deathblight boluses, do I? Oh, I have 7. Never mind. Can I make more? Of course not. Why would I be able to make more? That would be too easy. I mean, I can, but I don't have the ingredients. Why would I have the ingredients? That would be too easy. I wonder if I could shoot the basilisks. Why am I doing this? Immediately! My god, that was fast. What? Completely missed! Oh my god, it goes so far! That's not good. Move, you twat. I hate them so much. They are designed. They are designed to counter. Where is it? Lightning. I feel like I dodged that, but good. I don't know what phase you're in. More basilisks, good. Come on. You immediately changed. Yes! Fucking die! I don't know where the basilisks went. Oh. I don't know where the basilisks went. But that was the difference. Not worrying about the basilisks. And also completely just spamming. There was no skill there at the end. The last section there where I was just standing and swinging, there was no skill. It was just do 3 attacks and then drink a health potion. God, I am fucking glad that's over. Thank you for the GG. The terrain helped at the end. It did a bit, yeah. I was very concerned I was going to go off the edge here. Like when I was down here and like rolling, I was well aware like the edge is not far behind me. If I'd gone off, God, if I'd gone off the edge, it would have been a moment. It would not have been a good moment. Let's see what I earned. Divine Beast Tornado. Tempest of the Dancing Line wielded as an incantation. A whirlwind-like twist of the body summons a storm, launching a tornado forward. Charging enhances potency. The majority of Divine Beasts were gored and hung upon Mesmer's spears, then burned in this flame. I hate that man so much. Those who witnessed the deed likened it to a funeral pyre for the tower itself. Why would he do that to such a unique and fascinating and beautiful creature? Is it because he is an arsehole? That was a rhetorical question because we all know the answer is yes. Should have seen your first 2 attempts. What happened in your first 2 attempts? They were tragic? Did you just get immediately death blighted? I can't believe I only got death blighted once over the course of that, of all my attempts on that. I'm pretty sure I only got death blighted that one time today. And then the one time I put on the boluses, I didn't need them. Classic. I still think that's a bad fight, by the way. I got lucky there. Like, yes, I did get better in some aspects from on the previous 2 attempts. I think I got slightly better at spacing. But I did also get lucky. There's a large element of RNG in that fight. Did you see my dodging of those arrows? I just turned it into Neo for a moment. First time you got pretty close, then the second time it was like 1 to 2 hits away, and then you got blighted. Yeah. And then it took you quite a bit longer after that, yeah. Oh, Neo failed. I'm no longer Neo. Do you mind with your spears? Do you mind with your spears? Stop it. How do you do that? Oh, I missed. Oh, I'm in a problem. Oh, wow, that staggers. Like more than a normal attack, because I did not get a hit off there. If you get hit full on by those, it'll do a number on you. Oh, stop spamming! What? I can farm that golem, that might be quicker. You are correct. It might be quicker. Let's test it. Because this is pretty quick. It also might be more satisfying and probably safer, to be honest, because the golem is not to hurt its feelings, so I'm going to say this quietly so it can't hear. It's a bit pathetic. Hello there, mighty and powerful golem of whom I am terrified. You're really frightening. Imagine it kills me now. Well, obviously it's perfectly capable of killing me because it's mighty and terrifying. And I'm afraid of it. Are you suggesting something else? Oh, that was fun. I knocked it down mid-air while its foot was in the air by hitting the foot that was in the... Why do I not get a critical there? Eh? Game? Since when was the positioning on the golem critical that specific? I think Miyazaki logged into the game personally to deny me that critical. Uh-huh. You're doing fire already? Oh, you and your foot. And slam. Imagine I'm just calmly playing Minecraft single player and suddenly Miyazaki joined the game. Honestly, that's given me a great like idea for editing in From Software games. Like if you're ever editing a moment where the RNG just aligns to totally shaft you, you could edit it so that a little Miyazaki joined the game Minecraft style pops up in the bottom just before the RNG starts. That would be really funny. Oh, I should have done that for the Mesmer clip. Damn it. That would have been so good. Ah, I'm annoyed I didn't think of that. Missed opportunity right there. Sure if I had another clip to do it with. Yeah, maybe when I just got absolutely smacked by those two basilisks. The timing on my rolling out these stomps. Is it possible that I'm the greatest Elden Ring player ever? I think I already made that claim today, actually. I should stop before Miyazaki joins the game to give me karma. I don't know why I used those now. That was actually premature. I could do it with just... As soon as you enter the Gaius fight, it's just like... Miyazaki joined the game. There are a few things in a From Software game more fun and satisfying than leaping off torrent and going into a jumping attack with this weapon moveset. Damn it, I got hit. The quadruple hitless run has been lost. It definitely does deserve something more extreme. I was just using the opportunity to insult the Gaius fight. Oh, I got just enough runes. Let's go. But yeah, there are a few things more fun than leaping off torrent and going directly into a big jumping attack. Level up, and I will put it in vigor again. Actually, I will put it in stamina, in endurance. My vigor to 65, I'll get the endurance to 50, and then I'll get the vigor to 70. What time is it? It is 6 o'clock, almost exactly. That is perfect timing. Well, that's probably the best progress stream I've had in a while, because unlike the last stream where I did some very easy bosses that I was over leveled for, like Knights Cavalry and Lanciacs and the 2 Tree Sentinels and the Death Knights, I've actually done some proper bosses this stream. Make a video out of the dragon picking me up? I was intending to do that. That's not a Miyazaki joined the game moment though, unfortunately, because it wasn't anything that shafted me. If anything, it might have taken me out of the hitbox of an attack that it was doing. But yes, I intend to make a video out of that. I can't really think of any edits I can do for that. So I might just upload the clip raw, to be honest. I suppose like a Skyrim like Dragonborn reference could work, but I can't really think of anything. Or I could put How to Train Your Dragon music over it. That might be funny. You reckon if you could get that consistently, you could do loads of damage to the head, in fact? I'd think so as well. I mean, it depends. I don't know exactly how it works. I think I was still considered falling. So, I don't think I could trigger another attack. So maybe not. But if you have a weapon that continuously... Or if you, like, could do a plunging attack, maybe? Does that continuously do damage if it falls through a tall enemy? If you could get some kind of attack that would continuously do damage as you're near it. Yeah. I was wondering if it would trigger into like an Ancient Wyvern insta-kill, just glitch into that. I'm glad it didn't, although it would have been funny if it had. And I was also wondering if it wasn't going to insta-kill it, if it was going to trigger full damage from me and insta-kill me, which would have been less funny. Less funny for me, it might be funny for people watching the clip later. But it didn't happen, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, that will be all for today. I don't know what bosses I will do next stream. Maybe I will give Mesmer another go, who knows. Next stream will probably, it'll be either Friday or weekend. If it's not Friday, then it'll probably be Saturday. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone. All 3 people who YouTube says are here. And bye-bye.